Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Sorry about that noise. My dog decided to scratch herself right as I started streaming. Hello, welcome to the stream. Luminox, hello. Welcome back again. Thanks for coming by every day this week. Just got home from school. You on the West Coast? I hope you're on the West Coast. If you're on the East Coast and you just got off school, then that's a, you must have had detention or something. That's not good. East. Oh, college? Hey, we don't allow detention goers in this stream, all right? 6 p.m. Really? What kind of school is it? Like a private school? Oh, it's college. Okay, that makes more sense. So yesterday we were trying to get crazy with files, with uploading files for our project, and I'm not really sure what direction I was going, but they have an example here in the Svelte documentation that I later found. So I'm going to use this, and this works. Again, I think we'll be able to use this the same way. Like if I upload 3 images here, for example, I can drag and drop them, and these work just fine. We get access to them. Obviously, I'm going to want access to the actual image. But it seems like this is working, and this is a lot less code than what I was writing yesterday. Obviously, we still have to do the preview and whatnot, but that should be fairly easy to do as well. So that's where we're going to start off with. Yeah, this is just examples. I know. They have a ton of examples here. So yeah, I'm going to use this as my example. I'm also going to use this more moving forward when I want to find something or learn how to do something. I'm going to look here first. Because again, like, it's just such a different way of doing things with Svelte. Like I think in one of my recent videos, probably the video I uploaded today or yesterday, I used a query selector or a document.getElementById when I could have just used the binding. So yeah, I'm trying to be more efficient when it comes to using the tools that Svelte gives us. So that's where we're going to start out today, is with the projects page. If I come here and I edit my project, under images and media, I want to be able to drop images here and then have them display underneath. Yeah, I agree that the docs need to rework. So does Rich Harris, actually. He responded to one of my tweets a couple weeks ago and was saying that they're definitely going to get an improvement before 1.0. They have actually been improving them. I will say I've noticed since like some of the previous videos I built. Sorry, my dog is acting a little bit crazy right now. So if you hear background noise, that's what that is. Anyways, I've noticed that they added a lot more insight into the loading documentation, at least from what I remember. So it seems like they have been adding more and more each time. Yeah, I don't know about the reordering them just yet. We'll get there, but yeah, I at least want to show the previews. So again, a good example is the site we've been kind of mirroring the whole time. Of course, I need to sign in 1 second. I guess I'll just pull this window over 1 second. Let me see. So in here, if I go to submit a new project, for example, or a product, they have these placeholders here where I can browse for files or I can paste the URL. I don't even think I can drop them here. I can't. So I don't even have a drop zone set up, but I can browse for files. I can add these right here, and then we can see them here, and I can rearrange them like this. Ideally, I'd want to be able to also delete them from the file list too, if possible, but if not, it's okay. But yeah, just something like this, right? Something simple. So now let us go ahead and try to set this up. Okay, using that example here, where was it? Right here. We want to do it like this and then get the files. So let's set that up. That's going to go inside of the edit projects. It'll also eventually go in the create projects page as well. And it's actually going to go in the images page though of this. So I'm just copying over, let me just copy over their example here, and then I'll build from there. And it seems like they're just using a label. Now those images, are they full-size ones but resized, the previews I mean? Yeah, so that's what we'll do. So I still need to have, and I actually have on linear, I believe. Let me go to linear real quick. I think I still have thumbnails on my backlog. I just really want to wait till I get the design complete first, so I know what sizes I'm gonna want for thumbnails. Otherwise I'm gonna have to change it 12 times before I decide on the design. But yeah, this is ideal. So we would just actually go out and fetch, for example, when someone was editing a project, if they already had images, it would go and fetch the preview size. It wouldn't fetch the full image. But right now we're just fetching the full image. So I think we still have a drop zone set up. We do. So I really just need to turn this entire div into a label pretty much. And I think this is it actually. If I turn this into a label and I say 4 images, and I click here, okay. So my question is, why can't I drop onto this in the same way that I can drop onto this? Is it because Ah, I see, it's the input. Can I make the input take up the entire space of this div? I know inputs are weird when you want to edit them. I guess since my input is technically screen reader only, Okay, so this is the easiest way. Append your input type equals file directly in your label and style the input in a way. Let me actually check out Tailwind UI really quick and see if, because the component I'm using is from Tailwind UI, so this component, and it says or drag and drop. So you would think that I could do that here as well. Okay. Oh, maybe I'm missing the Tailwind CSS forms, but I wonder if that's going to break Daisy UI. Which I wonder if I could just use let's just install this and see what happens. Let's just see what happens here. I'm not gonna let this drag and drop kick my ass like I did last night. Well, maybe I will, but I'm gonna figure it out. I kind of panicked last night. I looked over when I was struggling and I had 20 some viewers, and I was just, my train of thought was all messed up. So today, I'm focused. And I don't know if I should put this before or after Daisy UI. It might break Daisy UI. I feel like I've tried to do this before and I broke my forms, or the styles at least. Okay, so that seems to be working still. Okay, so it doesn't seem like any harm was done here. One second, let me close out of some stuff here. Okay. So I need to make my input take up the entire space of this div. Okay, so when you drop on the drop zone, it doesn't work. Maybe you can try pointer events none on the SVG so that it goes through and hits the parent element or something. Well, I think right now, let me make sure that my... So I guess my issue right now is that the input is technically hidden. Maybe I should just make it okay, so this looks pretty good. These Svelte atoms here, I don't know how much they're gonna work. Every time I try to install a new library, it feels like TypeScript has an aneurysm. So, oh wow, that's pretty, Now my question though, is this a form action still, or is this gonna be... Well, I guess I could potentially bind it. So the input is the files. So with this, I guess, let inputs, is this going to... So I wonder if this model dot, or this inputs dot file multiple is actually an input or not. Oh, of course this is a pro component, but it doesn't matter. What is Dropzone? Let's look at their GitHub. Oh, they have GitLab. Okay, so they do have, so it is an input. There's also on drop for Svelte, so instead of using some other module, you could probably do it with an event handler. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. How do they populate the input with the files? That's the issue I was having yesterday, is that I just couldn't figure out how to. So I guess for the input right here, what determines can you build multi-tenant apps with Svelte? I believe so. I actually think I saw a video about someone talking about that like yesterday. But I haven't looked into it too much. Yeah. So my question right now is, with this component, how is this input being populated with the actual files that I dropped to it, right? Because I'm submitting a form here too. I mean, it has to be being populated, right? If it's actually even here, why would it even be here? Because obviously you don't even need this if you're using just straight JavaScript. You don't even necessarily need an input, right? You could just, well, I guess. Or does it have something to do with the overlay ref? I guess I can give it a try. So like, this is literally what I want. Like almost this exact thing, right? This is obviously a pro component. But there is no middleware like in Next.js. There actually is. If you look here at the documentation, you look at the hooks, I'm pretty sure you can stack them. So in dev, you can add middleware to Vite using a Vite plugin. Yeah, no, I haven't looked into that though, to be honest with you. So, but I'd be surprised if it wasn't possible. Okay, so how do we want to handle this? Do I just want to... Okay, so this looks promising here. So maybe we'll try this. Do I have to do some weird stuff for SvelteKit or no? Wait, what did my Nightbot just say? Did I do something wrong when I just set this up the other day? It's gonna start keeping track of my regulars. Even though I already keep track of them, but okay, let's just test this in a, I guess we can just do it here. Don't forget to prevent default. You're talking about on the on mount or on the actual function itself, or on this? That was just prevent default like this, right? Uh-oh, are we about to be there? Wow, okay, so we are getting these files, or at least the file names. Now I think the props I have for this, so what is this talking about? Types of constructs and instances are incompatible. Argument of type source is not assignable to the parameter constructor of a type SvelteKit component. Where are the props? I think I can actually set the name too, right? When I was looking at the component here, it looked like I can pass the name in. Yeah, because the name gets passed to the input. And then multiple is set to true. Okay, so just to humor me, let me submit this form here. Actually, I already am submitting it. Okay, all right, I'm already console logging that. so it's not letting me click this, but I think that's probably, oh, there it goes. Okay. That's fine. I just want to see what, okay, cool. So okay, that's great. So let me actually just console log form data. And then what I'll do is I'll be able to use ZFD, Zod form data library, to take care of turning all of these into an array with different names. So let's look. So we have a bunch of images here, and we notice that they're blobs, which is exactly what we want. So then we can validate those too. Awesome. Okay. Now I wonder if I could, sorry, I keep clicking on that. I really just need to look at, where is the, this is what I want to look at. Okay, so we have container classes, container styles. So it looks like I can actually just kind of mirror this container I'm working with right now. But first, until we get it, before we get ahead of ourselves with styling, let me just get this working as it is right now. So I think we may still have it installed, or maybe we uninstalled it. Let me check. Do we still have Zod form data? We do. Cool. So let's look at their docs. I'm just testing out my Nightbot here to see if he's awake. And I guess he's sleeping. Oh, no, he isn't. Okay, cool. If I do commands, does that work too? Okay, cool. Okay, so what I wanted to use with Zod form data is if we look at this is what I care about. If the form data contains multiple entries with the same field name, it will automatically turn that field into an array. If you're expecting multiple values for a field, use repeatable. And this lets you pre-process a field where you expect multiple values could be present for the same field name, and transforms the value of that field to always be an array. This is specifically meant to work with data transformed by zfd.formData or by remix validated form. Okay, so we should be able to set this up. If we go into our schemas here, I really need to clean this up. It's kind of giving me anxiety a bit, but okay, update project images DTO. We're gonna do is what is it, zfd.formData. And then we're gonna have a zfd.repeatable of type, and then we can type in the schema for the item type. So I think we could just use this z.instance of here as our repeatable, right? So we could just say z.repeatable, is it of type, or it's zfd.repeatable of type. And then the type is going to be this. So I'm interested to see what will happen now when I actually pass this here, or this form data in directly to that schema, and I validate it. So let's oh, I wonder what. So I think with this, we actually, I don't know if we can extract the type out or not. Let me just try. Maybe we can. Why did it move these down here? And then inside of our actual page.server, we can do the same thing. We can do, does validate data, let me see here. Validate data takes in form data, so raw form data object. It then converts it into body here. So I don't want that to happen. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to add an argument to this, and I'm going to have it say like keep form data, or I'm trying to think about what to name this. Because basically it'll be set to a default of obviously false, but I want to be able to pass like maintain form data here so that when it doesn't actually do this part. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go through my entire application and change everything else up. And then my types are getting screwed, of course. Maybe I just... Yeah, because I think the issue I was having was that what if I do the parsing in the catch block? What do you mean? So just set something else up that, because it's going to throw an error, and then just set something else up to do here. Really, I probably should just be passing in this. So schema.parse is just expecting sorry, a bit out of context, but it seems like you're sending the body only in the catch part, so you could be doing object entries only in the catch portion. Oh, I guess you're right here, huh? Well, no, because I'm parsing this here, and if it throws an error, yeah, so I'm still parsing body here. So I'm still doing object.from entries. I'm still parsing this here. What I'm just trying to be silly right now and not lose all the type safety that I've built here. But now I don't want to pass, I want to just pass raw form data now. And I probably could just refactor this, and I probably will, but for now I'm just going to be a bit lazy here because I've been kind of working on the same issue for a minute now. And I'm going to say schema.parse form data, because getting this all these generics to work properly was kind of a pain. Don't I have form data here though? Why do I need to? Wait, what? Is it because I don't have a default value here or what? I guess I can just do const body. Oh, no worries, Wayne. You don't have to stop. Seriously, if you see me doing something that could be done better, again, I really, that's why I stream. I want to learn. But yeah, we're just trying to get Dropzone to work again. And we're pretty close. I just need to properly validate everything. I'm pretty sure it will already work right now. I just want to validate everything. So this will take in, this is a generic that's going to take in a schema, and then it's going to return the type of that schema, which is pretty cool. So form data actually needs to be object.from entries body here. If I'm going to return it to the client, I want to, yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing yesterday, honestly. I just told Luminox, I was in the middle of struggling, and I look over and I had 21 viewers, which is more than I've ever had, and it actually added to my freak out, 'cause I'm like, wow, 21 people are watching me do this right now, really. Out of all the cool stuff we've done the past 2 weeks, this is when YouTube decides to distribute my stream. But it's all good. Okay, so I think this should work for the time being. And now inside of here, instead of saying, I can just pass const, or I can get form data, and errors is going to be equal to validate form data. And then I'm going to pass in await request dot form data. And then I'm also going to pass in the schema, which is going to be update project image DTO. And I need to await this. It's asynchronous. Okay, so this is good. So form data should have an array of images that are blobs or undefined. So let's look at form data now. When I upload a bunch of images, and I'm going to drop them to be fancy here. Whoa. Okay, relax. Okay, so I got unsupported file type. Something messed up here. Let's look at the schema again. So zfd.formData is of type images, and it's a zfd.repeatable of type, and then it's of type z.instaBlob, and then I want to super refine this. I'm checking all of these. Is that small or what? I think YouTube's is like 2 meg, isn't it? I looked at like some site to figure that number out. I promise I didn't pull it out of thin air. I looked at somewhere to get that, I promise, I think. Let's see what YouTube maximum allows. Yeah, so just for my profile picture, YouTube allows 4. Should I allow 5? You saying it's too small or too big? Hey, we're on a budget here. We're trying to conserve space, okay? You can compress your image down and have a blurry thumbnail. Now, I think, yeah, the banner images are 6 meg, so we'll make it 5, but yeah, no, that's actually pretty small for, like, YouTube's banner is 6 meg or less, but I guess that could be because also on TVs, it's like huge. Okay, so something is happening here. So I do zfd.repeatable of type. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should just do this. Repeatable, and then I'll do z.array. And then I'll have, whoops, I think it's this here. Okay, so this is a repeatable of array. And then we pass the schema in, which is essentially this z.instance of blob. Let's test it out again. I want to say I was having issues with this before. That's why I was having issues between Zod form data and Zod. And so I ended up taking Zod form data away. So I guess before I validate, let me just check to see what this looks like. I will be converting them Luminox, but right now I'm just accepting WebP. But yeah, I want to look at image optimization, compression for sure. But right now I'm just trying to get images uploaded. And I could do it with a simple input, but I want to make it cooler. So I might have to actually wrap this in. I guess let me just do this, right? Let's just pass it as repeatable first, and then see what it looks like. And then from there, we could probably figure out what's wrong. Okay, expected a string and received an object. Look at Nightbot doing work over there, man. Thank you, Nightbot. A couple times I looked over there like a few minutes after and I just saw those messages, and that night I went and researched which bot. I think it's spammed caps. Yeah, it doesn't. YouTube's got a problem with bots. And the weird thing is YouTube doesn't have like a ban, but it's like a hide. I can put you in timeout or I can hide you from the channel. Which I guess is a nice way of saying banned, but I think banned is a better word. Banned from chat than hidden from chat. Okay, so we're getting an... Wait. Okay, so I'm not even passing user in. That's why that's not popping here. That's fine. I don't need that at the moment. But when I do this, I'm getting a few different things. Wait, what is this? Oh, I wonder what that, I think I know what that is. It might help if I didn't have an input already here. That's what I think was causing my issue the whole time, is it was giving me, I was also submitting that image. Okay, so I was probably okay from the beginning. I was just being silly on my end. So let me go back here, and I think I can do repeatable of type again, and then just do this, take this away, take this away, and then I'll do the same thing here. And then I have to reconstruct the form data. Okay. What? Oh, I uploaded a picture that was too big. Of course. That time I definitely didn't. So, unsupported file type, JPEG. I wonder if it's because it's an array. Wait, what did it look like when we had it right the first time? Yeah, what? Well, the octet stream is happening because it's stripping them away, I think, right? Or are we passing in something empty? So when I do this, let's just take this away really quick again. It has something to do with the way that I'm doing the this repeatable of type, I think. So if I just do repeatable of type, z.instance of blob, it's happening in my refinements. So I just do this, right? And then I pass in images. I know these three are okay, so let's just pass these in. I get images. It's an array of blobs. So it's happening in my refinements, right? So here in my refinement, I'm getting okay, so I think it's wait. But I think with the array though, doesn't it actually just I think when I put an array and I do all of these, I think it checks each item of that array, doesn't it? Let's see here, arrays. Wait, hold on a second. Be careful with the dot array method. It returns a new Zod array instance. This means the order in which you call methods matters. For instance, z.string optional array returns a string or undefined array. z.string.array.optional is strings or nothing. Yeah, well, that's what I think did I pronounce your name Boyan? Is it Boyan or I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name right. If you give me proper pronunciation, I'll make sure to remember. Yeah, that's what's so that's what this should be doing. Why shouldn't ever be okay, it is Boyan, cool. So it shouldn't be even transferring anything that isn't an image. But even if it does, it'll throw the error back to the user and let them know like, hey, you didn't pass something. But it's an image input, file input. The only time that it should have anything that is not an image is if it's empty. And if I look at the Dropzone component, which is up here, I don't think they specify a value anywhere. So it'll be an empty string though when it gets submitted in the form. So I could check beforehand, but I just need to figure out how to properly so it looks like to me though, I need to do this. This is equivalent. So I'm doing an array, and then I want an array of the things that I already am doing up here, which is validating these images right here. So I essentially want an array of these. But for some reason, it's like when it gets, so this is working now. Because I'm passing it, okay, if it's an, So I'm basically saying it's a repeatable of type z.instance of blob. But it's almost like when it gets into my refinements, it's not working. Because what it should be doing here is it should be checking each one of those items in that array, getting the value in the context, or taking the value context, checking the size, and if it's not within that range, it's adding a new issue. And then if it's not in one of the value types that I have specified up here, it also gets returned. But it seems like with ZFD, it's not. So if I just do this and I just console log val, I wonder if that will show us a little bit more information. Okay, so that worked. So that did in fact work. I wonder if it's because I had the optional set there. Because technically speaking, it's either going to be a repeatable of type or it's going to be nothing. Or we're not even going to, I'm going to check to see, and then, yeah, this should be okay. Was there anything else that we had to do with this? No. So now let's add something that is too big. So let me look here at details. Let's add this 2 meg file and then like this file. Now we get an error that the file size is too big. Cool. So that seems like that is working as expected. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm probably going to ignore this because, yeah, I don't want to spend too much time looking at this, but I can render out the files now too if I want to, the previews, I believe. Does it reject all of them then, or let the one that passed validation through? So it doesn't reject all of them. So like right here, let's look, where is it? This is it. Am I console logging this here? No. So when I look at form data now, let me think here actually, maybe, wait. I should still be returning form data. So I'll still be returning form data. I think it will, let's just look. Let's update one that's 2 meg, 1 meg, and this one. Okay, well the problem right now with form data is that it's an object, and I need to put it back into, I need to reserialize it back into a form data object. And I can do that pretty easily. I already have a library installed. So instead of just returning form data, I'm going to say serialize form data. Well, actually, hold on a sec. I wonder if this will actually take in all those keys, because right now I have images as an array, or I guess I could just go into, I could just make a new form data object. Yeah, I could just add them like that. So I guess I could do, so this will catch an error here. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Luminox. That's probably a better user experience if I keep the ones that do pass, and then just show an error for the ones that don't, and they can re-upload them if they want, but they still have the 3 or 4 or 10 or whatever they uploaded. That makes more sense to me. So what I can do is this is gonna throw here. So basically, if there's an error, it's gonna throw. If not, I still need to take care of the same piece. So now I need to get those images back. Well, I guess actually if there's no errors, then it won't throw, which means everything's formatted properly, and I can just pass form data back as form data. And then that would get sent to PocketBase because it's already in multi-part form data, I think. I'll say, actually, I need to do form data. I'll do that equals body, I think. No, I think that'll still be fine. I think I can do like this. And then, but it's not going to actually return form data as this. It's actually should be returning it as form data. Right? That makes the most sense to me. Because this one, I want raw form data back because I have multiple images. They have the same key. I'm taking form data in. Because previously, actually, I think this will be fine. No, this is bad. So this is inferring the type of T, which is our schema. And in this case, we're not going to return back an object with that schema. We're actually just going to return form data back. So I'm going to use form data here. I think that's a better play. And then that way form data is a form data object. If you move the returns out of the try catch, you can then remove the errored out images and then always return the same form data error at the end. Yeah, that's what I was just looking for here. Yeah, you're right. So I could do this here, right? Well, I need to return errors in here. But it's going to pass back the... I guess my issue now is going to be figuring out which image caused the issue. Because they have the same key, or it'll be part of the same array, right? So right now if something bad happens, so right now we take in form data, and I don't know why I just can't pass this here. But do you need to object from entries there? Seems like in the catch block, you can compare the filtered form data and just remove the pieces that have a Zod error. But need to object from entries there. Seems like in the catch block, you can compare the filtered form data. So I don't know if it actually filters it or if it just throws the errors and just, I don't know. I don't think it actually returns the... Oh, it shows the, okay, it does in fact show the index, I think. Let me upload a few more and see. Let me, if we have access to the index, that's easy money. So I want this to be the third one, or I guess it's the first one. So I need to do this. So now it should be like the last index, I believe, probably. I still think this is the index. That's gonna return only the. Let me think here. So I want to say this is the index of the images that threw the error. William, thank you so much. I appreciate your assistance today. You have a great evening or great morning wherever you're at. And I'll be live again on Wednesday. I won't be live tomorrow. I'm going out of town for a work trip, but I will be back on Wednesday. All right, so body is form data right now. What I want to do is I want to parse the body. I then want to get the errors, which I have here. I then need to remove the errors from but I guess the problem I have right now is that I think I can safe parse actually. 1 second. I think I can make this much easier on myself, and I don't know if this is, if anybody knows what the downfall of this is, let me know. Because this seems a lot easier than doing try catches, but I feel like there's gonna be a catch to this, right? Or is it just a preference as to how you would prefer to develop your application? Thank you, Boyan. Appreciate it. Have a great one. So I can do a safe parse here, and then, so I guess let's try that. So let's just kill this. I'm going to comment all this out. And what we'll do is, can I move this terminal somewhere else? How do I do that? I feel like I have to do something weird. Okay, this is better considering that my max column is pretty small. This will give us more insight over here. So how about we run const results equals schema.saveParse, and I'm going to parse body, then I'll log the result. Cannot destructure property form data of intermediate value as it's fine. Okay, so here is the error. We get a Zod error, so then I can say result.error to get the actual error, and that's going to be an array of errors. And I want to see, I guess what I could do is, what is that typed as? I guess as Zod error. I guess I can just say, okay, let's see here. I want to upload 2 images that are oversized. So let me download one really quick. And I want to see if that is in fact oh, this has to be over 2 meg, this image. I think. Oh yeah, it's 8 megabytes. Okay, cool. So now I have 2 images. Let me just try to upload one of them or both of them. So this 2 meg and this 8 meg, and then I'll also upload a 1 or 70 kilobyte one. Okay, so it is in fact tracking the array or the index. But my concern is, I guess, how do I get those out of the... I actually have an idea. So what I think I need to do, I think I need to like transform it first into like a nice array, right? And then I need to then parse that array by itself so that I can maintain what was the original state of the form data before I sent it through the parser. So I wonder if I just do like a... Like if I just do form data, if I do zfd.form data, oh, whoops. Hold on. It's z.instance of blob. Oh, of course it's gonna yell at me probably. Can I do, is this how I do this in JavaScript? I can't ever remember. Yeah, I think it is. I'm just doing this temporarily just to see. So when I look at body now, I should have the images here. There's not really any validation beyond the fact that they are in fact images. Whoa. Oh, wait. Dot parse, and then it'll take in form data. I'll do safe parse. Okay, so then if I look at body.data dot images, and I have an array of blobs. Okay, so now I have the original body. So I should be able to parse the images now by themselves, right? So I should be able to do const images zfd dot. Really, I could use Zod here because I'm going to be getting an array of images if it's successful, I guess. But if not, yeah, I want to pass that in. So I do Zod.array and then Zod.instance of blob. And then I would do my super refinements here as well. And I'm not going to do them here. I'm just putting them here so I can see them without having to go back and forth. And I want to say, actually, I can just use this entire thing here. Let's see. So then I could do use the update project images DTO here. Dot safe parse, and then I parse the body.data.images. Okay, so first I get back an array of blobs or an array of images, right? And then I get back an object with an error, a Zod error. So I can do parse images.error. Expected object received an array. Oh, that's because I did this. Because I don't want to pass this, I want to say an object with images equal to this, and then that should work. Okay, so I'm getting two images here, and it's index 0 and index 1, which are these two here, which are in fact the two that are at fault. So now I need to figure out a way to get them out. Now I should be able to just get those out of the original one. And then handle it that way. And then I want the issues. Wait, actually, I think it's a flattened object since I'm actually... So... Let's see here. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 again. Okay, cool. So we have the issues here. And I need to get the second. So I want to remove the ones that are bad from this body here. So I could do parsed images dot error dot issues dot for each error. I guess I could do issue. I can say issue dot path, and then I guess I want the second, or the index 1 of that path is the actual index of the image that we're trying to remove from the body. What's up, Jose? How's it going? What is going on? We are working on image uploads. We're getting pretty close. Well, image uploads are good. We're just trying to validate them and then also keep the ones that validate successfully. So I guess I can do body dot splice. Will this not work? Is this not an array? I see. Oh, I need to do body dot so for each issue, I want to take out the same index that's on the issue.path index 1. So I can do issue.path, and then I want the first index, and then I'll remove 1 from the parsed images. I'm sorry, images. So now let's look at this. So if I upload a bunch of images now, I'm going to upload 2 that are oversized and then a couple that aren't. Now my images only has the wait a second. Isn't the first one oversized? Yeah, let me actually look at this. I'm gonna look at the before and after. This is oversized. This one is 2 meg. This is small enough. Okay, so it looks like this is not my final code, by the way. Please do not no judgment here. I'm just trying to visualize this before I clean it up. Yeah, I know I popped a good one. Okay, so and I wonder if that's because technically our arrays, the order of arrays is technically random, right? Or is this just the first error? Okay, so before it even gets to this one and this one should be being removed, right? So the issue path 1, this should be, oh, wait. I know what's happening. So what I'm doing is I'm being silly. So I'm removing the issue. I'm removing the item from images, and then it's moving the path up. So I guess what I'll have to do is I could, right? So the indexes all get shifted up, and the next one that it pops off is actually not properly aligned with indexes, right? If it was like the first one, for example. Yeah, so then if this one got removed, this would now be index 0, and this would be index 1. And that's going to be the second one that it wants to remove. So it's getting removed. So that's how that's happening. So I guess I could just create a new array out of the images that do not have an issue, right? Okay, let me think here. So in this case, I could go through each issue. Yeah, I guess I could, right? But they don't, unfortunately. But I guess, let's see here. So for each issue, if let me think about this. So I guess I also need to loop over the current images. This can't be the best way to do this. There's no way. I can get an index here, right? Wait, why don't I just But this is gonna break. This is gonna add it. Oh, I'll just do not in. So I guess I'll just create. I just need to let's just do this const bad indexes, and then what I'll do is I'll set up a map, and then I'll say return map, or I'm sorry, return issue dot path 1. Now let's just see what that looks like. 0 and 1, and then I will just there's gotta be an easy way to do this. Give me 1 second. Let me take a quick restroom break. 5 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh wait, I can even use something. So you're saying shift the index as I remove an image. So now I have the bad indexes. For let I equals bad indexes dot length -1. Wait, what? Oh, what am I doing? I can say images.splice. Is this what you mean right here? Let's find out. What did I do? Okay, let's see here. Nice, look at that. Wait, yeah, that works. It's a little messy, but I mean, I'll take it for now, to be fair. So now that we have images, what we need to do is we actually need to convert these into, reconvert these into form data. And then I could do image, I think it's dot append, and then we would say image. Actually, I need to do images as image. And then I want to look at the image form data to see what that looks like. Let's add a few different things here, upload this. And then now I had the one that was parsed out, and I have the three that meet my criteria. And then my form data object is reconstructed with the 3 images, which can then be returned to the client. I guess I could also return the images too. Or I need to get the error messages back too. So errors is optional. So and I guess we only need to do this if if parsed images dot success so if it's not successful, then we need to handle this. Okay, so it's not successful. Then we go through here and deal with taking the images out. And then what we want to return is the right? That's facts. Return form data. Actually, return. Then I actually need to do this on both of these. Color line. I think it's actually just built into. It's built into VS Code now. Bracket pair colorization. It helps me so much. I still get lost sometimes, but it definitely helps. I couldn't imagine doing it without it. So it's expecting to return in. Oh, to draw the lines. Man, I don't know. I have so many extensions. I probably should remove some of them so I actually know what they do, but honestly, I'm not sure. I can look for you though later and try to figure it out. Hey, maybe my theme. Actually, I feel like I always had this though. But this is all I have. So if it's not one of these, then it's just a setting that I set somewhere. But I'm using the GitHub dark theme. Okay, so I'm wondering if Oh, I can do this, I think. I think that will work here. This is so ugly. So now here, instead of doing all this craziness, I'm going to get either errors and form data back. So I can do if errors. Well, I guess I still want to upload them. Okay, what is it? Guides. That's a better word for it. Guide. Okay, so I think that we are in business now. Other than my types being absolutely destroyed. And then obviously having to render those images still, but let's just try to upload these. Well, let me make sure my action's properly set up. I'm passing in form data, which is exactly what it needs, and it needs a project ID. So I think that let's just upload some that are invalid and then a couple that are okay. Okay, so images did not actually upload, so let's look at the logs. Maximum allowed file size is 2 MB. But did it upload them still? So therefore, I still uploaded those, which is weird. And I'm doing the form data, which, oh, whoops. Form data is actually image form data. That should be our fix. Okay, all seem to go well. Let's look here, and we have our 2 images. Fantastic. Stack Overflow is king. That is a fact. To be honest, they should be the ones that make an AI AI code assistant. Now it looks absolutely disgusting, but I don't even think that we really need to do. Oh yeah, I do actually. Wait. Okay, so now once they upload the files, we have access to the files. That is working. Let me... I can't do this here, right? I can't do a... I don't want to do it the whole file. Oh well, I'll make a commit here, because it's functional, partly functional, even though I have these errors. All right. Now what I want to do is actually want to show those images on my page. So I'm assuming that can I do this and then do... I guess, how do I get access to those files without? I'm already doing that here. But that's only whenever it's accepted. Okay, so instead of doing this here, I want to render a preview out for each one. So I wonder if, so to use an example like this, he's binding image, or they are binding image to an image tag, right? Would I be able to bind something to a specific, because obviously I'm going to have an unknown number of images, right? So I guess my question is, would I need to... I guess my question is, how do I dynamically populate? Okay, so I don't need all of this. Okay, I already can do this, but my question is, how do I do one for each image? I guess I could do like each image dot or image index maybe. Let me think here for a second. So I could say files.accepted.for each. File. So these are the files. So for each file, would this even be feasible? I don't really know how the heck I would do something like this. Yeah, well, right now I'm just trying to show a preview. So like, let's just say I wanted to do an image tag here, right? And I had bind this. Could I do images? I have no clue if this is gonna work. No clue. Because now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go through and then match up so I can say images, IDX. This is going to be empty though, I think, right? Yeah, that's true. That set attribute, I really have no clue if this is even close to what I should be doing here, but I don't see anything online that tells me otherwise. Okay. Oh, whoops. Okay, it's doing something. It's doing something. I know, right? I did. Let's see here. So I'm binding this to images. Oh wait, I didn't even actually okay. Okay, so we can in fact do that. Maybe I do it like my profile. Let's see how I did this one. I guess I could do this here. Uh-oh. Are you looking for the song? Or the music? I think it's exclamation mark music, I believe. If not, I have a link. Did it work? Maybe I didn't set that up. Oh, there it is. Let me know if that works or not. Okay, so here they're doing this with, they're actually binding this item to an index. Maybe I bind source to something. So where is he populating? Comps index. So by default, why is this true? So when I first load this, where does he get? Oh, the item ID. Each list has item index. Yeah, so $sign can maybe, or it can be made reactive by using the $sign. Reactive statements run after other script code and before the component markup is rendered whenever the values that they depend on have changed. Yep, kind of like mini stores. I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. So this person here is doing something interesting. And I guess they have, so like if I made a list, I guess I could also do, I So if I do each files.accepted as item, what does this even look like? Oh, it's a file object. Okay. Oh man, I'm really trying to determine how to do this or how I want to do this. Or how it's possible to do. So in this example here, it looks like he's binding this. Let me just do something similar to what he has just to see if I can make it work. Wait, is it just a bunch of objects? Yeah. I think the max images I have is 5 right now, I believe. Okay, so I have a list of this. And then he does and then down here he does okay, so it does each list as item index, item.id. He binds this to comps index. Does he do comps index as the bind this? And then for the source, whoops, images. I guess this could be the same thing here. And then he's binding source equals, he's binding num. But I wonder if I can just bind source. So right now that doesn't work, or that doesn't exist. Maybe you can also just make a component preview and pass the image prop to the component. Yeah, but I guess what I'm trying to do is I want to dynamically display the different images, and I have to set the source. So if I do list index.source equals source, look at that. Look at that. What do we do? We did that. Wow, look at all these previews. Incredible. And I need to hide them, of course, if they don't exist, but wow. Can't believe I was actually able to do that. So I think I may not even need to Oh, wait a second. I wonder if I could do this another way. I don't like how I have to do this like this. Maybe I just do list here and then I say object equals is it push? Oh, I don't know why I'm doing append. That's weird. Whoops. Okay. Wow, that seems to be working. I'm not too sure why. Why do I have to? I feel like I shouldn't have to do this though, right? Seems awfully weird to me. I'm not gonna complain, but it does seem slightly odd. Yeah, so it only works in this case. Well, I guess I wonder if I did like files not accepted. No. So it has to be like this. This just feels weird to me. Right? Does this feel weird to you? Not sure what this is and why this is here. this example, but wait, unless I can do something like this. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I can do something like this. Let's comment this out. I don't think I even need to bind this to anything. I think I can literally say source is url.createObject URL file. And instead of having file, I'll put item. Wow, I'm a silly goose. I am quite the silly goose, I will tell you all. I love overcomplicating things that are quite simple. It's my favorite thing to do. Okay, well, I obviously need to add some styles to this, and my goal is again to put like small little let me open up the Figma here. Can't believe I spent what 3 hours doing that. That's kind of pathetic, but it's okay. I learned. So what I want to have is the drop zone, and then like individual images. Underneath of it in a grid of some sort, right? And then each of these images will have a nice little X. Now, I don't know if that will actually take it out of the input or not. I got to look into that. But yeah, rough idea. This is what I want to do. Drop zone here. And images, and then, you know, if there isn't an image, so this is what it'll look like when they go to that page and they're editing their project, right? And then if they don't have an image, obviously, for example, then they will have one of these bad boys, which I don't think I can even move this. like something like this for a, you know, an empty image, right? So they know how many they can have. And then when they click these X's, what I want to do is if the image exists like before they upload it, then I want that image to get deleted from the server. So this would fire off a form action for this image, any of these images. Yeah. But I think that for today, I'm going to go watch the season premiere of Yellowstone. So it's 2 hours. So I think that's it for me today, but I will be back on Wednesday and I will continue to stream. I also have a video coming out Wednesday too. The next installment of the SvelteKit PocketBase series. Yeah, thanks Luminox. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. You have a good night as well. And thanks to everybody else who's hanging out. I think we have 4 viewers right now. So thanks a ton for hanging out. I hope you're able to learn something from my struggles today. And yeah, I'll see you all on Wednesday. Thank you and have a good night.